chart and I will tell you the story. Hello everybody, welcome back to our second episode over here. Thanks for coming back to our monthly podcast here, where we talk about everything and anything about Chinese astrology. Of course, I have Master Tang here with me today.
Hello everyone, my name is Master Tang from Show and Tell Academy.
Right, so you see the two of us over here again, which means to say we are going to talk about things that is going to very beneficial to you also. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today, we are going to talk about something especially business owner, entrepreneur like it a lot, which is called the date selection. So I heard, okay, I don't know much about this date selection, but I heard a lot of people, before they go for marriage, okay, before they start a business, before they maybe go for a date, they will always check whether today is a good day or not to go for a date. So I believe today we are going to talk about this, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so of course we have discussed before we have come to this podcast over here. Today we're going to narrow down to the fundamental of what this thing is really about first, and then how is it going to do to some of this daily thing that you are doing on a daily basis. Let's see how we're gonna go here. And of course, remember, if you like our content over here, always subscribe, comment, share, like. Okay, share it to all your friends so that we have more motivation to do more of this episode or this content over here for all of you guys. So now, very quickly, go into our very first question over here. Let's tell us here first, what exactly is Chinese date selection?
Okay, actually Chinese date selection is an art of selecting a good date and good time to perform an activity to optimize or maximize the outcome.
Okay.
Now, for example, let's just say, JL, you love surfing. Okay, surfing. If you are the best surfer in this world, but if there's no wave, you still cannot move, right? Correct or not?
Correct.
So, Chinese date selection is to identify when the wave is coming so that you can ride on it. Right. Yeah, and then a lot of people say, oh, is Chinese date selection superstition? To me, Chinese date selection is not superstition. It is about identifying the best timing so that you can optimize the outcome. It's like you just need to select a good date to increase the probability of success by doing the right thing at the right time.
Right. Right. Like last episode, we talked about Qi-men. And Qi-men, at one very particular column there, we also talk about Zhuge Liang used the Tianzi to calculate when the wind is going to come. Is this actually the same thing?
Good question. A lot of people, they got confused about Qi-men and date selection. Okay, Qi-men, we talk about the date, the time, and the direction. But when it comes to Chinese date selection, we only focus on the date and time. But if you want to have the best result, of course, we'll do layering for both. Yeah, we'll choose the best date and time from the perspective of Chinese date selection, and then also layering with the perspective of Qi-men to find out the best date.
So actually they serve the same purpose. It's just that it serves different layers, and if you want a better outcome, of course you combine all the knowledge together.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah.
Then why is this date selection important then?
Now, JL, do you think timing is important?
I think it's very important,
right? Because there is a saying, your timing decides your outcome. Yeah, so maybe I will explain it in the way of mathematics. Okay, with the right timing, your outcome will be multiplied.
Correct.
But with the wrong timing, your efforts or your outcome will be divided.
Right.
Yeah. So for example, let's just say, JL, you are going for an interview, okay, and then you prepared so well, but you chose the wrong date, okay, where the interviewer maybe just got heated argument with her husband. Yeah, she got very emotional, very moody. Then she cannot focus when you are talking.
Right.
Yeah. So eventually, you cannot pass the interview. All your efforts will go to the drain. Yeah. So that is why date selection is so important, because your timing decides your outcome.
So no wonder sometimes you push something so hard, but it never happened.
Exactly. Correct.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So I'm curious, how does this date selection work? Does that mean that on the Chinese calendar there are good date, there are bad date, just like that, or how does it work?
Okay. Now you think of Chinese date selection like weather forecast.
Weather forecast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now let's just say tomorrow is predicted to be stormy. You still can go fishing, but your chance of success is lower. Yeah. But if tomorrow is predicted to be sunny and calm, then your chance of success is higher.
Oh, yeah. Right. Also smoother lah.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. So Chinese date selection works the same way. Every day carries different quality of energy, because some days are good for launching a new product. Some days are good for marriage. Some days are good for signing contract. But some days are bad for interview, some days are bad for starting a new job. Now, in Chinese Metaphysics section, there is a day called remove day. Okay, yeah. So as the name implies, remove means you'll be removed. Okay, so let's just say, if you choose a remove day to start a new job, yeah, you don't expect to work long in this company because you'll be removed from the company.
Right.
Yeah, but there are pros and cons because to me, Chinese section is a double-edged sword. Every day has its good perspective and also bad perspective. For example, remove day is not good to start a new job, okay? But remove day is good for terminating or ending something. Okay,
Right.
for example, if you are having a very toxic relationship with your girlfriend,
My wife or
yeah,
girlfriend, yeah.
correct, yeah.
Girlfriends.
Yeah, girlfriends, yeah, your ex-girlfriends, yeah. Then you can choose a remove day to end the relationship because it's about removing that person from the relationship.
So does that mean that, example,
Yeah.
okay, I know me and you, you're my boyfriend, example.
Yeah.
I know we are not going to the
The end, happy ending.
Okay, I know I'm toxic to you or
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
toxic to
yeah,
me.
correct.
But if, let's say, if I don't remove you at the right date, it could cause us having a lot of
Exactly. It's like
non-ending.
exactly. Yeah, like never-ending argument and never-ending outcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then when come to relationship, I think before they get married or even if they are still in a relationship, not getting to a marriage, I think we can still do that. But when come to business or when come to a job, like you were just saying, if you enter the job at the wrong date, say remove date, then you're not gonna last long there.
Correct.
So should I just resign, or I still have to choose a remove date to resign to have a better?
Good question. We don't talk about work now. Maybe we talk about partnership, business partnership. Let's just say you have a very toxic partner, business partner. You know, a lot of people, they have this problem. When they start, they are so happy, they didn't consider everything, then they start a business with a business partner.
Right.
But eventually they found that is not the right person, right? Then
Right.
sometimes they have a problem where no matter how, they cannot end the business partnership.
Yes.
Yeah. That is where Chinese section comes in, where you can choose the remove day to talk and to end this peacefully.
Okay. Is there a way, example, I got this job today, I'm the CEO of this job, but I found out, after I learned from you, right, I found out, oh my God, I entered at the wrong date, but I love the job. So can date selection revise or maybe go back to, what else can I do then if I entered the wrong date, but I love the job? Does that mean I have to, I really have to let go or?
Okay, very good question. This is why timing is so important. Even though you, for example, let's say you love this job so much, but you entered at the wrong timing, right? Eventual outcome will be you still will be removed from the job. Yeah. So what you learn is learn from the experience. If you know Chinese succession, then you can choose a good date to start. For example, initiate day to start the job, so that you have a longer lasting, or you can even choose a stable day. Stable day means a longer lasting, like marriage or starting new job. You can choose stable day.
So guys, if you enter at the wrong date, right, it's not the end of the world yet. Okay, there are plenty of jobs out there, but in Chinese astrology, I think I learned this thing. It's about aligning, making things more smooth. Okay, so actually, entered at the wrong date does not mean it's the end of the world. There are plenty of opportunity out there. There are plenty of, I would say, a chance or option out there. So if you have entered, based on what Master Tang just said, if you enter at the wrong date, it's not the end of the world. Look for something else, or if you love it, continue, but knowing that this may not be your end goal, right? So I think this is very important for people who don't concern. I would say don't concern so much, don't worry so much. Okay, now let's move on to our next question over here. So we have just explained how does this thing work. Okay, now let's go into this question here. Now, if someone is completely new in date selection, so what is the first thing that should learn in here?
Okay, you mean the beginner or the newbie,
Yes.
right? Okay, now the first thing that they should learn is that they need to learn how to avoid the bad days. Okay, why? Because in the class, I will teach my students a framework of Chinese section. It is a 5-step SOP. Okay, the first step is to always avoid the bad days. Yeah, because there's a saying, if you cannot use the best, at least avoid the worst. Yeah, because the moment you avoid the worst, generally you are safe.
Right.
Okay, now how to avoid the bad days? There are actually many bad days in Chinese section. One of them is personal breaker day.
Right.
Okay, now how to find out your personal breaker day? There are only 2 steps, very simple. First step is to get to know what is the year of animal sign when you were born. Now, for example, JL, in which year you are born? Which animal sign?
1994, and I'm dog.
You are born in a dog year.
Yep.
Okay. Now,
I'm not a dog. I'm just born in a dog year.
yeah, dog year. Okay. Now, first step, you know your animal year sign. Okay. Now, second step, you just need to refer to the screen now. Okay, that is a reference table. Now, for example, you see if you are born in the year of rat, you need to avoid horse day. If you are born in the year of ox, you need to avoid goat day. Okay. Now, JL, you are born in the dog year, right? You need to avoid dragon day.
Dragon Day.
Correct. Yeah. So Dragon Day, you might be asking how to know which day is a Dragon Day, right? So we have already dropped the link to download our app in our description. So you just need to click on that. Now, once you download, this app is called Power Dates app. Yeah, it is a Chinese date section app from Show and Tell. Now, how to find this? So maybe I'll show you here. Now, how to know which day is a dog day, right? For example, you look at July, right? Then you can see actually on 5th of July or 17th of July will be the Dragon Day. So this will be the date that you need to avoid doing anything important. Because correct. Because personal breaker day means the energy of the day is going against you. Yeah,
Right.
so whatever you do, you face hiccups.
Okay, so
Yeah.
5th and what?
5th and 17th.
Okay, you won't
July.
see me. I'll be laying on the bed the whole entire day. Okay.
No, we don't use Chinese session for this in this way. Just that don't do anything important. What
Right.
is meant by important? Don't get married. Don't meet someone important. Don't launch a new product. Yeah, anything that you consider important, don't do it. You can still conduct your normal activity every day. Yeah.
Right. So does that relate to like car crashes, car accident? Does it come with that date also?
No.
Not
That one,
necessary.
yeah, that one you have to look at your destiny chart whether there is a clash or there is a tendency of accident.
Right. Okay. Interesting. So now I know already.
Yeah, you need to avoid Dragon Day.
Dragon Days.
Yeah.
Okay, Dragon Days. So you were talking about two things, right? One is
Correct.
the personal.
No. Just now I mentioned about two steps how to find out your
yeah.
personal breaker
Okay.
days. Or yeah, just now you mentioned something very important. Just now I mentioned is actually personalized. Yeah, because that is based on your animal year sign, right?
Right.
Then date selection, there are two types. We have personal date selection, also general date selection. What is the difference? General date selection actually is for everyone.
Right.
But personal is for you only.
Right.
But when talk about general date selection, right? In this year, 2026, you know what is the year, animal sign year?
Horse.
Correct, yeah. In horse year, we need to avoid all the red days because there is a clash. So that one, we call it as a year breaker day.
Right,
Yeah, so don't conduct anything. This is applied for everyone. So in 2026, don't do anything important during the red day. Because if you do anything in the red day, means you are doing something going against the energy of the whole year.
So is it location based or it applies to everywhere in the world?
No, it's everyone in this world.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
correct.
So
Generally.
example, if a person does not follow, like for Chinese, of course we know dog, dragon, or
Yeah,
whatever. But for a person, example, if they don't know one, they don't know this thing as this one,
Yeah.
it also applies to people like that.
Definitely. But the problem is they don't have the knowledge of this. That's why they do not know why they put in so much effort, but they didn't get the expected outcome.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So Chinese education can explain this.
Okay. So guys, I think this is very important here. You just listen to two things, you know. One is personally which date you don't do things that is important. Second is for everybody who knows which day is actually the red day, don't do anything. So this is already, I don't know, is this called a date selection 101? Where you already know
101.
these two particular
The basic.
skill over here. But of course, I believe there are more area of application and things like that one, right? So is it the same, like you said, when it's a red date, or maybe your personal clash date, like for mine is dragon. So both are the same thing. So if example, first I look at if there is a dragon in the date, I don't do anything, right?
Yeah, dragon
or if there is a rat in the date, I don't do anything.
Yeah, so in the class, right, normally I'll teach my students that you need to cross all these bad days. For example, in the calendar, cross the red day. Yeah, for you, but particularly, you need to cross the dragon day. So from the calendar, you know how to plan your work effectively.
Right. So all you have to do is follow our instruction just now, or you can go to our description. We will put a link there for you. Download the app, use the app, find out. I think you have to put in your date of birth and things like that, right?
DOB, yeah.
So we wouldn't do anything with the data. What can we do with the data, right? So just remember, download it, sign up, okay, you will see the date, and now that you already know the secret of date selection, right? So follow. Don't go back, purposely choose that date to go and argue with your wife, for example, or enter a salary negotiation session with your salary, with your staff, then you know you will lose, right? I mean, that's my takeaway for this thing. So two secret here with just one action. Click on the link below for the date, power date apps, right? Okay, you will have access to all these things. It's free. Okay, so don't forget to do that. Let's move on. Okay, let's say I want to use date selection for, let's say, we go with wealth. Okay, we go with wealth. So which are the wealth related activity I can use date selection with?
Good question. This is the frequently asked questions from our clients and also our students. When it comes to date selection for wealth related activities, we can use it for product launching, okay, or closing deals. Like you want to seal a deal with very high amount, you can use it for signing contract, business partnership contract. You can even use it to start a new job. Yeah, so even especially people like loan shark. Yeah, I mean a lot of people borrow money from you. Yeah, you need to use it for debt collection purpose to collect your debts. Yeah.
Oh,
correct. Yeah.
Applies to debt collection
exactly,
also.
Yeah. Okay. So all this actually, because we talk about this, is about wealth related activities, right? So we have to know actually when is your personal wealth day. Okay, so actually everyone has different personal wealth day. For example, may I know, JL, what is your day master?
Yin, I believe you told me before, yin fire, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you are a fire day master. Fire counters metal. So metals, all the metal days will be your wealth day.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but different from me because I have different day master. So my wealth day will be totally different from you. So it is personalized. We have to find out what is your day master, then only decide when is your wealth day. Then only we choose the date, for example, product launching date based on your wealth day.
All right. So take us as an example. Yeah. So imagine like today, let's say we talk about, we do an official launch of our podcast.
Yeah.
But your wealth day and my wealth day will never match. How?
Correct. Good question. We use the DOB of the key person, the main driver.
Like example yours lah.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay. So if we look at who is the key person, so if the second partner does not match with it, doesn't matter, but the key person have to.
Exactly. For example, let's say you are in a big company, there are like maybe 10 main products. Let's say product A is going for launching, right? So which will be the key person? Definitely the product manager, the person in charge of that product. We have to choose the wealth day of that person. Yeah.
But if, example, I don't have 100% confidence in that particular ad manager yet, can I use mine?
Of course you can, yeah. Or maybe you can use the sales director, the DOB of the sales director. But of course, sales director is overall sales.
Right.
Yeah, overall. Yeah.
So overall, if we choose his wealth day, I think also
generally it is safe. Yeah.
Safer.
Correct.
Okay, compared to a person that you may not know, who knows he play around with the product, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay,
yeah.
Understand. So then the other thing is this: what if, example today, me and you, we know the answer. Yep. We know how to check our good date. Say we are competitor lah. If you know, I know, we never agree to a date, then very difficult to get something move on. Example, if today you know, I know. So say we got a new contract lah.
Yeah.
I cannot match yours, you cannot match me. So we wait forever. You have to be like that.
Exactly. So it's like now you also know the secret, right? So it is about whether you have the knowledge or not. If you have the knowledge, you won't be tricked by that person. If you know, then of course we are not using date selection to trick people, but to protect ourselves.
Right.
Yeah. So if you have this knowledge, at least you can protect yourself. Let's just say you are listening to this, right? This podcast, then you don't know date selection, but you are working with a person or a future potential business partner who knows date selection. Definitely, you will be at the lower end. He will be at the upper hand. You will be at the lower end. Yeah. So it's better to gain this knowledge so that you can protect yourself.
But should we, like example, I don't think anyone in the market want to enter a partnership and go die together.
Definitely. Yeah.
So if, example today, me and you, we also know this.
Yeah.
Should we find a date is beneficial for both of us?
Yes. Actually, in the class, I share with my student a 5-step SOP. You just need to follow my SOP. But the problem is, it's harder now because we do layering. So when it comes to two persons birth chart, so the available dates will be lesser.
But if it's a very important partnership, why not? Right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Right. So I agree to that because I'm a very practical person. If I learn something already and I believe it, I will want to
Apply.
use it.
Yes,
Or
definitely.
else, why do we learn it?
What's the point of learning if you don't apply, right?
Right. And a lot of time we pay so much, to learn so much thing, and then okay. Anyway, we just talked about in a very general area already. Next, we are going to talk about this how to use date selection for this very particular activity, which is product launching. So can you talk about that? Because I believe a lot of audience would want to.
Okay, especially for business owners, right? This is very interesting. Have you ever experienced this, JL? You have a new service or new product to launch. You are so well prepared, Yeah, and you have done the market survey. Yeah, then you have done all the work, hard work, but eventually the outcome is not up to your expectation. Have you ever experienced this?
Yeah, example like I used to do a opening before for one of my business. Then heavy rain, and I do it
Hiccups.
outdoor.
Okay.
So is it what you are? Is it something like
correct.
Okay.
So a lot of people, they put in hard work into the product, but they forgot about the timing. So it's not about the what, it is about the when. Yeah. So when it comes to product launching, in Chinese selection, we'll use a day called initiate day.
Initiate.
Yeah. So initiate day, as the name implies, initiate means to start something new. For example, if you want to start a new business, if you want to start a new job, or if you want to start launching a new product, you can use initiate day. Now, here comes the question. A lot of people ask, how do I know when is the initiate day, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So likewise, same. Use the app. Okay, download our app because it's free. Then let me show you. For example, in July, right? You can see on 13th of July, it is actually initiate day.
Oh, this is general, not personal.
Not personal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, general. Yeah, so this is one of the 5-step SOP.
Okay,
Yeah, correct.
But this one also have to relook at our personal clash.
Definitely. For example, choose your wealth day. Then choose, if you can choose a day which is initiate day and also your wealth day, that would be the best. Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Guys, another tips here, right? Don't miss out things on this. That's why again, this is what day again?
Initiate day.
Initiate day.
Yeah, it's good for starting something new. Yeah, start a new job, start a new product.
It's pretty straightforward because the name itself already explains.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Ken, then we've talked about product launching already. So now everybody, you all should know, as long as you download the app and go and look at the calendar, you should know when you don't do your product launching because you don't want things to have hiccup. Like myself, I prepared for 150 packs, end up only 50 packs came. But that one, also my bad, I didn't look at the weather forecast. But this one adds a lot of point or value into how we choose a date to launch something. Anyway, now we talk about product launching. Now let's talk about signing contract. Because I think signing a contract is also important when it comes to business or even come to a person who want to sign a employment contract.
Yeah.
That's related, right?
Yes.
So how does it function for that?
Okay. Maybe I will share with you my personal experience.
Right.
Okay. I have an employee. I used to have an employee. He didn't perform well. Then I've tried many ways to fire him. Okay. But it didn't work out.
Is it the one that I know? Okay, anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So I've tried any possible methods just to get him, get rid of him from my company.
I remember.
But I failed. I failed really. So then one day, I realized that because every time when I choose to hire someone, I will choose a good day. Okay. I will choose a day called stable day.
Stable day.
Yeah, so as the name implies, stable means long lasting. If you want something for long term, you can choose stable day. For example, marriage.
Right.
Yeah. Or if you want to hire a key employee, yeah, so that he can last long. Yeah. So I really did to choose a good date for this person. Yeah. And yes, he lasts really long, and I cannot get rid of him. Yeah. So that is the power of Chinese selection.
Right.
Yeah. So if you want to hire the right person, then you need to choose a stable day to hire the right person. Of course, when it comes to hiring people, what I learned is that better to have contract first before having a permanent employment letter.
Right.
Yeah, correct.
Right. It's always like that.
Correct,
I also learned that many years ago.
Correct.
Like we were also talking about, that's why I said, is this the one that I remember?
Yeah.
I know.
Correct.
Was because a lot of time we don't know how people change.
You're right, correct.
along the way.
Yeah,
Right? So this election, sometimes it might take from this conversation over here, is not just because we want a good date. Sometimes it's we do not want to have too much trouble along the way.
Correct.
Because we are dealing with human. Human is a very unique creatures in the world.
Yeah, a lot of emotion involved.
Yeah,
correct.
like people who married for 20 years can break up.
Can divorce.
Nicolas Cage 4 days, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so that is very important. So this is called the stable date.
Correct,
Okay,
stable
where
day.
if you're signing a contract, those stable day is important to look at over
Correct.
here. But again, look at your situation here. So if I choose his stable, this one you choose his stable date or your stable date.
No.
This
stable
one
is general, correct?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, then it's also very difficult to fire.
Correct, definitely. Very hard. Very hard. Yeah.
So you make your decision.
First of all, because Chinese this selection is not magic. It's not like you choose a good date. This person can be someone who is very good that can last long. Because when it comes to Chinese astrology, right, we talk about heaven, man, and earth, right? So heaven means the parts of that person. Okay, then earth means the feng shui, and then man means date selection. Yeah, date selection only covers 33.3%.
Right.
The rest of the hard work, the 67%, you still have to do the work. Yeah, it works. Really lasts for long. Just that the person is wrong. I mean, yeah.
Okay, can.
Yeah.
Then stable date, but I think let's be more practical, not so much astrology perspective wise. Contract black and white.
Correct. You are right. Yes,
Right.
you have to learn from this.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. Contract
All the
black and white.
details.
And I personally learned something is to be very upfront, be very transparent. If you
Correct.
are not doing something right, if I'm not satisfied with your performance,
Yes,
tell.
exactly.
Right, we sit down, we talk about it. So in Chinese we call 好来好去. Some 好来好去 means easy come easy go. We are here for business. We are not meant to love each other. So as long as your paperwork is there, if this person is not doing the right thing, issue warning letter or give warning if necessary. Don't because I know Tang, right? I know JL. I cannot give warning letter. No, don't take things too personally, whether astrology or not astrology.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is very important. Other than so-called stable,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, come. Let's move on to another one, which is about debt collection. So this one personally, I'm very
You can
interested.
relate. You can relate to this so much, right?
Right, because we do business.
A lot of people borrow money.
I wouldn't say borrow money. Borrow money is one thing. I stopped borrowing many years ago already, but I believe collecting money from client is the same.
Yeah,
It's the
correct.
same concept
Yes,
here, right?
yes,
So
yes,
let's
outstanding.
take this as the perspective. How do use date selection for debt collection?
Okay. Now, just now you mentioned about you can relate this so much, right? So have you ever experienced this, JL? Like, let's say your friend come and borrow money from you, right? The moment you agree and the money is out, it takes only 10 minutes, okay?
Sometimes lesser.
Yeah, that's all right, yeah. It takes around 10 minutes, but the moment when you want to get back to your money, it might take 10 months or 10 years, correct or not? Yeah.
If you can still get back, then
That's already
it's
they consider
considered
very lucky, right? Yeah. So why people cannot collect the money? Because they collect it at the wrong timing or the wrong date. Yeah. So in my class, I actually share with my student that if you want to collect the money, there are a few ways. One of the way is generally you can choose receive day. Receive. Yeah. Because as the name suggests, receive means to obtain something, to get back something. Yeah. Okay. But honestly, to collect back your debt is not simple. It's quite complicated. Yeah, so in my class, I actually shared about the 5-step SOP, and you have to look at your personal DOB and his personal DOB so that you can find out the most effective date to get back your money.
Oh, so I also have to look at your DOB as
Definitely,
well.
definitely. Yeah, so it's not so simple. But again, this is astrology, 33.3%. You still have to do your part. For example, before you lend your money to your friend, right? You have to do agreement. Like what you said just now, everything must be proper. You have to tell upfront. Otherwise, you never know what will happen. When the moment when you lend the money, right, everyone is happy, correct? Yeah. But the moment you want to get back the money, the story is
Not
different.
everyone is happy, actually.
Exactly.
The person who borrowed from you is happy.
But sometimes you feel happy because you can help your friend, correct? Yeah. So the moment, the ending might be totally different from the starting, because the moment when you want to get back the money, emotion involves. Yeah. So definitely the paperwork is very important. You have to list out everything black and white so that you can prevent future argument.
Right. So would that be such situation I look at your DOB, I look at my DOB, and there is never a received date. Means I cannot collect back the money from you.
No, you can. You just can. You definitely can. But the available date maybe like 3 months. You can find only 2 dates that you can do this. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, very strange.
Yeah.
Now I want to try and go and take the DOB of some of these guys I borrowed money to.
But you have to follow the 5-step SOP.
Okay. Can so if you have millions out there, okay, you don't know how to collect back or you don't know how to choose the date, come to me. I charge 30%. No, I'm joking. I'm not Along. Okay. If you don't know what Along is, basically in Malaysia, it is a professional debt collector.
Loan shark.
Loan shark or debt collector, right? So, all right. Then let's move on. So, what is the bigger mistake people will make during this when choosing a date? Because we talk about a lot of this already. We use your app, which is very convenient. Okay, but I believe there are things that people make mistake by using this thing over here. So what are the mistakes that we should avoid?
Now, the first mistake, there are actually 2 mistakes from my experience. The first mistake is that a lot of people, they choose the dates based on convenience. Convenience.
Oh, okay, convenient.
Means, for example, they will say, Saturday is the easiest. Let's do it on Saturday.
Free, ma.
Correct, free. Or everyone is free on Sunday. Let's do it on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, that's most what people will do. Then always remember this. Doesn't mean convenient. Doesn't mean favorable. Yeah, remember this. Then second mistake that most people will do is they will just follow the dates from their friends. Okay. Remember, the day that is good for you, your friend, doesn't mean it's good for you, because as I said just now, Chinese date section is personalized. So a day that supports you might be clashing me. Yeah. So we have to find out the balancing point. We have to do layering. Yeah, for example, like I said just now, your wealth day might be clashing with me. Yeah, your wealth day might be different from my wealth day. So you cannot follow or copy from others. Yeah, because it's personalized.
Right.
Yeah.
But if to balance it, as long as I make sure the day that is good for me is also not bad for you, okay?
Yeah,
right?
correct. Yeah.
Okay. We does not have to look for a date that is the best for both of us, but as long as either party is okay,
yes,
and then it's not so bad for another party.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay, because I always tell this to my students, you can never find the perfect date. You can only find a suitable date.
Right.
For example, like shirt, that or jacket. There is no best dress in this world. There's only suitable dress. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I agree. I totally agree. Okay. So I realize this is really strange when it comes to knowing that, because when you start explaining, it's not just about astrology or we call it superstitious. I think it's very logical when it comes to what you want to do with a particular date, and just like marriage. I mean, today we didn't talk much about marriage, but I think it's true though. If you already know there is an option choosing a better date for yourself and also your partner, why go against it, right?
Correct, you're right.
Right. Yes. So I agree. I totally agree. Okay, why not like this? We have come to the very last question here, and as usual, I will always ask you to give the last message to our audience over here. So now we covered so many dates already, and you are giving it for free.
Yeah.
Okay. Now one last message for them.
Okay. To me, success is not about working hard. It is about working with the right timing. Yeah, because a lot of people, they spend years to improve their skills, but very few people spending time to improve the timing. Yeah, because to me, when the skill meets with the right timing, that's where extraordinary things happen. Yeah, so the timing is more important. The when is more important than the what.
Right. I've heard this saying many years ago, and I still believe till today. Back then, I don't see it as astrology. I just see it as a wisdom quote. They say doing thing at the wrong time, it's not gonna bring you too far away. But if you do things at the right date, it's gonna 10x your effort. So now I think I finally understand why date selection.
I totally agree with JL, because there is a famous saying: choose the right days, half the battle is won.
Yeah.
So like, you don't have to put in so much effort if you are doing something at the right timing.
Right. So I'm very happy because I've dig out a lot of this free stuff for you guys. We usually don't give out this so much thing because you have to pay to attend his class, right? And it's not cheap. Okay. Anyway, now we have the Power Date app. Okay, as we mentioned earlier in our podcast review. So feel free to download it. Okay, go and look for it. Okay, like I've noted down some point over here, your personal clash date, don't choose a red date, what else?
Yeah.
Take a stable date to
Correct.
sign an employment
Correct.
contract.
Yes.
Don't argue with your wife when your energy is not going against you. And like example, I am a yin fire, so don't do things that is on a metal day, right? Because I mean that is not my wealth day.
Yeah, if you want to do wealth activity, you have to choose the wealth day. If you do it on your non-wealth day, then
Right.
you don't get your result.
So these are
Yeah.
all the example, and it's all available in the app. So feel free to go and download it. Okay,
Yeah.
use it there. And with that, once again, thank you very much,
Thank you.
Master
Thank you,
Tang,
everyone.
for
Thank you,
sharing.
JL. Thank you, everyone.
Right, thank you. So
Yeah,
we will see you at our next episode. Goodbye.
Bye.